Everybody, and welcome to the Wonderfully Hopeless podcast. My name is Charity. It is Wednesday, September 4th, and I thought we would do another Stitch and Chat. As you can see, I haven't made a ton of progress since last week. I actually probably have only stitched a couple hundred, if that, stitches since my last video. I was not feeling well last week, and this weekend I was definitely not feeling well. I am feeling better today. I'm not 100% sure what was wrong over the weekend, but I'm feeling better, so that's what's important. Work has been hectic, but it's a short week, so that's always a bonus. Yeah. We're not gonna spend too much time dwelling on it, but I feel like as a teacher I have to comment on the news today. So another school shooting, another senseless tragedy. It is, I'm not going to dwell on it too much. I find it very frustrating. It is a tragedy, and then I have to, I am a teacher. I am a high school teacher, so it hits close to home, and then I have to deal with the media and one of the comments, right or wrong, that I heard on my drive home from work today is, what can teachers do? What can teachers look for? And it was such a bland and unhelpful list of what teachers can do. And it just kind of made me go, we are asking a lot of teachers. And as a teacher, I can say it is very hard to get everything done. And things get missed because there is so much on teachers' plates. We don't have the time to give every individual student as much attention as we sometimes want. The solution cannot be placed more on the teachers' plates. And then I get home and stupidly I get on social media, which I don't spend a lot of time on social media because it's just not good for your mental health. And I see family members posting about the event, and whatever side you're on, using an event for your political motivations just is less than ideal. People lost their lives, and you arguing for your political view in that time and place just seems so crass. That's my opinion anyway, and everybody is entitled to their opinion, and like I said, I'm not going to dwell on it a ton because it's already makes for a stressful week when these things happen. And I know most teachers feel the same way. It's stress we don't need. One of my teacher friends just posted the jelly roll I'm not okay video. So that tells you where he's at mentally. And as I've already played that yesterday from having a bad day, I can fully support nope, not okay, and not being not okay is okay. It's important what you do when you're not okay. So, it's sad, it's tragic, and it's not only tragic for the people who lost their lives and their families, but that was a kid. Yeah, he committed, or they, I don't know. I know they've released who it was, but I haven't watched any more news on it. It's tragic for that kid too, and his family. It's just point blank tragic. And I think as a society we really need to stop and think what we're doing to our kids and what we're exposing our kids to. And I think that goes across any political spectrum. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But I felt like as a teacher, I couldn't not say something. But anyway, I am not trying to dwell on the bad. I am trying to use my crafting, and I am really shaky tonight. I don't know. I can still tell you I'm not feeling good because I am usually not shaky. Crafting is supposed to be relaxing and de-stressing. So, that being said, I hope everybody is having a otherwise hopefully not too bad day. I had to close down the house and turn on the air because we went from beautiful mild 70s, and I'm not converting that into Celsius, I'm sorry. That's using too much brain power. I'm not going to be stitching long tonight if I can't stop shaking. It's really hard to grab the needle when your hand is shaking, and I don't know why. That's a new thing for me. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on why my hand is shaking, although it's driving me mental. Could be because I just got in the house from deciding to use my weed eater to trim my walkway, and then grab the leaf blower and blow all the debris off the driveway, or off the sidewalk and driveway-ish. So that could be the cause for the shaking, is my muscles are sore. We're going to go with that. That sounds like a good excuse. So, the hubby is at D&D. He is trying out a new game tonight, and he's been super excited about this one. He's been wanting to try out this game for a while. So hopefully he has fun. He had a pretty good day today, which is always awesome. Excuse me. I reached 65% on Mermaid, so that is awesome sauce. I would love to hit 75 by Thanksgiving. I was doing 10% in a month, but yeah, I am avoiding schoolwork to sit here and cross stitch, so I can't do that for very long before that bites me in the butt. But I'm frustrated with my own homework, so the notes made absolutely 0 sense, and so I have a textbook. I'm going to look in the textbook, because the video he linked is not him. It's Khan Academy, which if you teach or have high school kids, you probably know what Khan Academy is. And that video wasn't terribly helpful. So I have a textbook that I purchased because I knew that this particular professor, and I'm sorry about the camera wiggling, I'm trying to be as still as I can be, but so anyway, the professor doesn't use a textbook, doesn't recommend a textbook, but as I had him last semester, I knew that I really need more information than he gives in his notes. His notes are very bare bones, and it is sometimes really hard for me to follow what he's talking about. So I knew that I needed more than that. So I got a textbook. So I'm going to look in the textbook once I get finished stitching, because I need to relax a little bit before I tackle math. And then I'm going to try the textbook, and if I can't find what I need there, we're going to go for the technique of take the quiz, because I get 5 tries for each quiz. I'm going to take the quiz. I'm going to see how I do. And if I do okay, then I won't have to worry about it. But it will give me an opportunity to see what in the world he's actually wanting, because I just... the notes aren't clicking. I don't understand what he wants me to do. So I'm gonna do that, and hopefully I get that done, because I think I'm working on next week's quizzes technically, but I try and stay a week ahead. It just makes my life a little bit easier and gives me a little bit more time to study for the final. So yeah, we will see how that goes, but that's my loose plan for tonight. As always, you know, subject to change. My husband could text me and say, hey, come pick me up. If that happens, I'll have to go to plan B. I don't know what plan B is yet, but we'll have to go to plan B. I don't want to have to do it on the weekend. As it is, the house chores are piling up because they did not get a lot done over the long weekend because I was feeling so poorly. Saturday I slept for 12 hours. I never, ever sleep for that long. I rarely ever nap. So sleeping for 12 hours. I took 2 naps on Saturday. That's like never happens. But I felt like somebody had drained the battery and I just couldn't function. And yeah, made for a not very productive weekend, which means I'm going to have to get caught up on house chores this weekend. Threading needles is fun. Really, it is. So, I need to sweep and I need to mop. I need to clean bird cages. I did the big chores that have to get done, but like sweeping and mopping, I have a robot that one of the, it's not a Roomba, but that style of robot that vacuums. Nifty Goodwill purchase. Does it do the best job? No, but it does okay in between more thorough cleaning. So I try and remember to run that. I try for every day, but it doesn't always happen. Like, I will kick it off once I'm done with the video so it can vacuum the house, and that helps. And then I'll have, I need to clean bathrooms and all that good jazz, because, yeah, life don't stop when you're sick. And unfortunately, as I tell my students, adulting sometimes just sucks. So, it is what it is. But so we will see what I get done this weekend. Hopefully some crafting too, because, yeah. And I need to figure out what I'm going to do for craft club, because the kids have been asking since school started. And I told them we would start back with craft club as soon as Mrs. Mannix got caught up. Well, I think I'm just about to where I feel comfortable saying, yep, we can do craft club. I got a couple more big things on my to-do list, but I'm pretty sure tomorrow and Friday I can get everything done. I feel like I'm starting to get back into the swing of it. And we can get back to craft club. So I need to put an announcement on the Google Classroom for the group. And I need to come up with the first project. Although the kids told me they have a bunch of suggestions. So maybe we'll just do a meeting. We had a meeting the Friday, or the end of school, on kind of what they wanted to do this year. Because they have lots of they want to do. So I think I'm going to put it more on them and say, here's the materials I have. Let's be creative with what I have and see what they come up with. My mom has bought some supplies for them. I kind of keep my eye out on different objects or things that I think would be fun for them. We have a wide range of interests. Cross stitch isn't a favorite one, but they liked diamond painting. They like crochet. I have a few that knit. They pretty much, they like to try anything I can come up with. So that's fun. And, I have a couple diamond painting crafts that I bought at the end of last year. Like making coasters and stuff that I'll take in and they can do. And we'll just go from there. But we have to get more organized. So I need to wrangle them into, I am cool with doing your own craft projects, but we also need to have some sort of cohesive plan going forward and stick to it. And I'm as bad as they are of, oh, squirrel, and off on a tangent I go. So I can't blame them. I'm almost as bad as they are. So, but we need to come up with a plan. So we will see what we come up with. But I think we're going to try the first meeting on maybe next Monday. We will, I think it's going to, yeah, Tuesday we have another program that we have to do, and everybody in the school does it. So, or everybody in the high school is doing it on Tuesdays. So we will have to go from there. And, you know, we'll just kind of have to wait and see. But last year we met 3 days a week. I think we're probably going to go down to 2 just because they are, you know, able to leave early on Fridays, and honestly, Fridays I'm trying to make sure I have everything done to get out for the weekend and not have work. So I think we're going to do 2 days a week this time and see how that works. We can always add the Friday back in, but right now, I don't know. So I need to be able to get my work done as well. And it's hard enough for me to get stuff done on a Friday afternoon without the distraction of crafts. Because crafts are very distracting. I would much rather sit and craft with my students than, you know, grade or lesson plan or any of the other things that I'm supposed to be doing. So, and I'm not bringing work home. So I have to make sure I'm using my time wisely. So, that's that thought. Hey, I've already got over 100 stitches done. Awesome. It was kind of nice to work in all the blues, and now I'm into the dark blues right next to black. So, and there is a lot of black in this project. I still have almost 19,000 stitches of black to do. So, I enjoy when I'm not having to stitch on black. But, I am starting to run out of things that aren't black or really close to black. So I have a little bit of sky left, but it starts getting dark too, so we will see. But I'm kind of hoping I can finish this column by the end of the month. That's probably super ambitious, but it would be nice. Oh, where does the column even end? Yeah, it's somewhere over here. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'd have to have more big chunks of color. I know I get further down, I get into more black again, so that will help. But I also have the reflection under the rock she's sitting on. So, and the waves. So we'll see how much I can get done. Now, if I can get my math done, I'd have more stitching time. So, you know, kind of a motivator, do my stitching, kind of get my chill on, and then do what I'm supposed to and get my schoolwork done, and then I'll have more crafting time. So I have a goal, because if I can get this done, I will have crafting time this weekend if I get my math done. And I feel good. As long as I feel better, I'll be sitting pretty good. And if I could get back to getting a couple hundred stitches a day, I'm not going to make my goal. I understand logistically, with the way I'm feeling and my current health issues, my husband's health issues, I just have a limit to how much I can realistically expect to get done. So I need to be realistic. So I'm not going to get it done by the end of the year. There's just no way. It is September. I am taking a college course this semester. I'm taking a college course next semester. And then I have to take a math content test on top of teaching. And I'm teaching with new curriculum. I'm teaching a new subject. I have plenty of things on my plate. And I just need to be realistic on what I can and can't get done. And I think I would need to do close to 800 stitches a day to finish this. And that's not going to happen. So let's be realistic. I'm committed to finishing this. It's at 65%. If I just get a couple hundred stitches a day done, next summer I will probably have more forced downtime. So probably, well, okay, outside after I finish that test, and I am going to have to study for that test. I can do math. I understand the basics of math. My problem is I don't remember formulas well, and deriving formulas is not my strong suit. And I need to pass the math content test. And I have a feeling it is going to be a struggle. There's a lot of stuff on that. And so I've got a lot of studying ahead of me to make sure that I can pass that. Because my school will pay for it if I pass it. If I don't pass it, I have to pay for it. So, it is one of those things, and it's, $100, and it is not as straightforward as you would think. If it were just doing the math, I wouldn't feel so bad. I could study, and I could pass it. Would I get the best grade ever? No, but I'm pretty confident I could pass it. The problem comes in that the test has stuff that's not just math. And that gets harder when you put questions that are more subjective. Pick the best answer type of things. They give you a scenario. Well, the one thing you learn as a teacher is, those types of questions are quite often very subjective. There's more than one answer, and it depends on a lot of things. And these tests, no, you have to pick the right answer that they think is the right answer. And that is much more difficult. So, and I'm not even sure how